If you never fell in love, I want you to know it's not because your inability to love. It's because your inability to take risk and actually put in effort in somebody else. And I don't care if you do this consciously, subconsciously. If you want to protect yourself, why you do it, it doesn't matter. What it actually matters is because based on fear, based on wanting to protect yourself, you're not allowing yourself to feel the emotion. So I want you to have this clear in your mind. In every single interaction, there is moments of resistance. There is moments where you don't know if, do they like me? Are they actually playing with me? Are they interesting? Is this actually worth it? Is it worth it to spend this much time and effort into somebody else that I don't know how is gonna react? And in those moments of doubt is where, instead of going further and finding out what's happening, you decide to be afraid and go back to safety zone because you're protecting yourself, right? And in that exact moment is where you are removing yourself from the possibility to feel love about somebody else. And don't get me wrong, I know why you're doing this. It makes totally sense. Most of it in the world we're living today. I'm just explaining you why you never felt love before. And it's based on your fears and based on your inability or simply not wanting to place effort in somebody else. Should you place effort in somebody else? Should you not? What is the line? Where am I simping? Where am I being a loser? When somebody is just taking advantage of me? Well, indeed, that's a very thin line. It's a very difficult line, and I think nobody can tell you where is that line. If you remember the old movies, you're probably gonna remember where the guy is doing, and even not even in the movies, also in, you know, how now old ladies tell us how they chose the man of their lives. And it was based on pure effort, non-stop. She was rejecting him constantly or not saying anything to him, and he was like boom, 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 trying. And finally she was like, this is the man of my life. Now all these things change where we have to act cool, play cool, not putting much effort. And I totally get it. You don't want to be played, you don't want to be a fool, you don't want to be used. You want to protect yourself, you want to protect your energy, but in all that protection, you're becoming numb emotionally. And I want you to really think about this. You're becoming numb emotionally where you cannot connect in a deeper level. Yes, you're protecting yourself, but you're living a numb life where there's no excitement. And this is not just about, in my case, girls, in your case, girls or guys. This is like a lifestyle where when you actually achieve something, you're not even placing much emotion there, because if you achieve it, it was like, fuck, it was about time to get it done. So your mind is already in the next challenge and you're not even appreciating the moment now. If you never fell in love, it's not that you're missing something. It's not that you're not built with that feeling. It's just you never placed effort enough to care about something. You know, think about an exam. Imagine this is about getting a test. It hits you different when you don't study and you fail miserably, but you think, yeah, fuck it, I knew what's gonna happen, I knew the outcome. I never studied, I never placed effort, so I don't really care about it. But what's the feeling when you actually place a lot of fucking effort, you give your best, and you still didn't make it? Well, that feels like kicking your balls, and that's what we're trying to avoid, right? But we make those decisions based on fear. And to be honest, I don't want to be a coward. I don't want to base my decisions on fear. What kind of life is that? Fear on what? On feeling something? Well, fuck that, you know? So, I get it, be extremely careful with this, but place yourself some stop loss points where you know you're not going further from that, where at some point the other person needs to commit on something, and if they are not doing it, well, then bye, then it's finished. But don't quit before actually placing some effort, because the other person is acting a little bit not how you want it, not because the other person is not texting you as much as you want it, not because the other person is not showing that affection that you wanted. In those early stages, don't be so strict, don't be so hard, like, wow, that person should already respected me in this way and should, 5 hours without texting me, whatever. The thing is, we are constantly shown on social media by these alpha males how we should react, how we should be treated. But guys, I want you to understand this. I'm not gonna say that these guys are lying to us, but I'm gonna say that these guys are the 0.0001 of the population, and their reality is far, far away from our reality. And in a way, I think, yes, we are humans. We all react in the same way. Girls in general, women in general, they react and they follow the same patterns. And indeed, if they respect you, they will do certain things. But guys, do not ever compare yourself, your interactions, the reactions of the other people, how this VIP top 0.0001% of the population is telling you how it should be. Because at the same time, they're also going with those 0.001% of the population in terms of girls, where they have millions of followers on Instagram, where they are raised different, you know what I mean? They are conditioned different in their minds. So everything that happened in that elite is not always gonna translate is what's happening, let's say, in a more real environment. So yes, if the girl is not texting you in 7 hours, well, yeah, what do you want? You're also not Brad Pitt, you know what I mean? So you also have to understand your situation, your point. You cannot demand the level of respect, the level of interest that a top VIP type of person like this is gonna get compared with you. Are you getting what I'm saying? So yes, you're not Brad Pitt. Don't expect that you send a text and the other person is texting you immediately in the next second. And of course, there's gonna be people that is gonna do that. They're gonna do that because they are maybe very interested in you. We all experience that. That doesn't mean that is the exact same thing for everyone. Maybe that person just likes you very much physically. Maybe you did something especially that connected that person emotionally with you, and now she is actually interested. But guys, in the beginning of an interaction, in the first stages, it's very difficult that this is gonna happen, just out of self-respect from girls in general. Don't think about this. Don't compare yourself. Take some of the things that they can explain, take some of the learning points. They have a lot of experience. They've been with many different type of people, but at the same time, they've been always with a particular type of people. And their experience, it may be different from the experience you have in your little city with normal people, that they have normal jobs, that they don't have hundreds of thousands of guys approaching them all the time. They are more based and grounded to earth. Their mind works different, their behavior works different, and they're looking for different things because they know that they're not gonna get the dream life of they see in the movies. Not everyone is the same. Don't compare yourself with those. I'm here to explain you, and this video was about why are you not able to feel that love, that connection. And I want to go back again is because of your inability to take risk, and is your inability to place effort in somebody else. And this is all based on fear, and this is all based on you wanted to protect yourself because you think that's the right decision. But I want you to have something very clear in your mind. Life, we only live life once. I want you to really go back to that thought. We only live life once, and you have two options. You can go live life based on fear, being numb emotionally, trying to protect yourself all the time, not really feeling, or you can go life based on joy, based on being brave, based on taking risk. And you can be up emotionally, you can be down emotionally, you can feel happiness, you can feel love, you can feel sad, you can feel destroyed. But all of those feelings is actually what makes being alive. And we need to get to know all these feelings. It's important to get to know how to feel destroyed, heartbroken, lonely, to appreciate when you have the opposite. So don't see every experience as good or bad. See every experience as something that you have to experience. Have this in mind. Choose the type of life you want to live. Make decisions. And at the end of the day, I'm telling you, man, be brave. Be brave. Take a risk. Do what you want to do. And if the other person finally is not there for you, fuck it. You have yourself, you have your family, or you have God. Another person will show up, trust me, but you have to be there taking the risk. If you reach here, I appreciate you listening. It really helps me in this state. A follow, a like, a comment, and I see you in the next one.